Do you want to know 5 tips that will help improve your productivity while working with InDesign? Well, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you 5 tips which will help your workflow get faster while working within InDesign. And if you hang on to the end, there'll be a bonus tip too. For those who don't know me, my name is Darren Goddard. I've been working within creative production for over 20 years now. And the aim of these tutorials is to help fellow users become more productive and quicker in their workflow. I'll show you a more productive and easier way to scale images to a set width or height. In this example, we'll replace the images using this method. First thing I'm going to do is make a copy of the smaller image, as I'll be replacing the larger one at the top. Then I need to find out what the width of this image is, so I will then copy that dimension, select the smaller image, and then go up into the scale field and paste it in, making sure the two are linked. Hit enter, and then we see we have the correct width of the image. I can adjust it to the same height as the other one manually. And that is how you scale up using a dimension in InDesign. Always getting fed up setting up your default fonts and swatches in InDesign, which you use every day. In this tip, I'll show you how you only have to do this once. Here's tip 2. So with no document open, go to the swatches panel, open it up, create a new swatch. We'll make a green, 100 cyan, 100 yellow, and 0 black. So now we've got the green in the swatches palette. We'll go to the fonts, and at the moment we've got Helvetica. We'll change that to Palatino. And then all we have to do now is quit InDesign. And you'll see that when we open it up again, these fonts and this swatch that we set will be there, and for every document we make going forward. So new document, Apple Control N, depending on what system you're on. You can see Palatino is there as a font, and we now have green in there. Into tip 3, cursor increments. Did you know that you can change the settings for your cursor increments, and also by holding down shift you can make this go 10 times further? So let me show you how. So you go into your preferences up here, units and increments. You can change it to here, so say we'll go 10 millimeters. Okay, that. And then if we click on the element and we push the left or right arrows, it will go 10 millimeters. But do you know that if you hold down shift, this will go 10 times this distance? Another great tip. Here we are to tip number 4, changing the rulers without going into the settings menu. So rather than going to your settings menu to change the ruler units, you can go up to here where the crosshairs meet and select with a right click, and then you can see all the different units available to change to. In tip 5, I'm going to show you how to control the auto leading setting. So here in InDesign we have a paragraph, and you can see the leading is set to 120% of the font size. You can check this by going to the paragraph and then selecting justification, 120%. So basically what we can do is we can actually change this, so every time we draw a new text box, it will change to our given measurement. So for an example, we'll go into there, we'll make it 90%, and then we'll go up into preferences, go into type, and we have to make sure that you've got apply leading to entire paragraphs is checked on. So we'll click that and OK. Draw a text box, type, fill it with placeholder text, and as you can see, it's now 90% of the point size. So we can check it by looking here, point size of 12, and the leading is 10.8. Here comes the bonus tip. So in this tip, I'm going to show you how to convert a rectangle into a triangle, duplicate it, and then fill it with an image. So in InDesign, we've got this rectangle. We're going to go up to the object menu, convert shape, and then we're going to drag on triangle. So now we have a triangle. I'm going to move it to the side, copy and paste. So it's Apple C, Apple V or Control C, Control V, depending on what operating system you're using. So we'll get those there. So then we have to select all of them, come over to the Pathfinder window, combine the shapes as one, and we'll take the image. One of the tips we learned earlier, we can make it say 200 millimeters, 200 millimeters. So it covers them. So now what you want to do is under the edit menu, cut the image, select the shapes, and the edit, paste into. And there you see the image is now pasted into the shapes. That brings us to the end of today's tutorial. If you like what you've seen today, which I've shared in the video, please consider giving me a like. And also, if you think we'll use any of the tips going forward, please leave a comment in the box below. Until next time, keep creating.